So let's add a little blue to our garden. Beach bum blue, that is. These are Dwarf Morning Glory live plants and beautifully done, gorgeous colors, easy to grow. And the most important thing to realize here is that you've got a great set of plants being shipped directly to your door when it's safe to plant in your region of the country. You know, it's easy enough to plant things that are green if you want to put things in flower pots, but then when you start to graduate into your flower beds and you introduce more color, that's when the drama really takes off in your garden. This is something that is beautiful and delicate and gorgeous, kind of a bluish purple, if you will, maybe even a periwinkle. So don't miss out on this opportunity as we bring you great easy pay and free shipping and handling. Alan is joining us again from Cottage Farms to talk to us about the Beach Bum Blues. I love the name of these. These are Dwarf Morning Glory live plants and something that is going to add a lot of drama and a lot of color to your garden.
It's true, and these plants are more manageable. You guys might be familiar with the original morning glories. You know, you've probably seen them growing over fences, over houses, and being, invasive, just taking over neighborhoods. These are cousins of those morning glories. So this is a dwarf variety, and the beautiful blue color of the morning glory has been preserved. And of course, blue is a very desired color in the flower world. There aren't a whole lot of true blue plants that produce true blue flowers. So when you can get a plant that has blue flowers, I like to really snag it because blue is my favorite color. And I love to have blue in my garden. It's just very calming.
Well, they always say that if you're ever unlucky enough to be in a court case, wear blue. It's a very trustworthy color. So maybe blue is that calming, reassuring color that we all should incorporate into our lives, right? Whether it's in our wardrobe or in our gardens. This is something very special. Now, the plant that is in front of me, this is what's going to be shipped to our customer. And there are 3 plants in this piece. These are somewhat mature. What can we expect the first growing season?
So they'll grow pretty rapidly. In about 8 weeks, they'll have filled out a 12-inch pot, and they'll be loaded with blue blooms. So this is an annual. So the way annuals work are they only have a certain amount of time to live. So they want to party. They want to party the entire time. So they send out flowers after flowers after flowers and just have a good time all summer long. So they're dedicated to blooming from spring through the summer through the fall. And then unfortunately at the end of the fall, it's the end of their life. But they give their all that first season. So they're going to be loaded with flowers the entire growing season.
And they're going to be beautiful. People will come to your home for 4th of July and they're going to see all these beautiful blue flowers. Maybe you got some white and red to mix in there and you've got a really beautiful Americana floral display. Now, this is some fertilizer. This is a separate purchase. And I know, Alan, you would recommend this very highly for people who are wanting to bring these into their home because colored flowers like this thrive on this kind of fertilizer.
Correct. Especially if you grow a plant in a container. A lot of people probably don't realize if something is growing in a container, it needs more fertilizer than it does in the ground. But this bloom and flower booster is so easy to use. They're kind of little like dishwasher gel packs. So the amount is already measured out for you. You just put it in a gallon of water, either put it in a gallon milk jug or put it in a gallon watering can, let it dissolve, and everything's at the correct dosage for watering your plant. So it's super easy. And, it's airtight, so they don't crust together like other fertilizers you may have used. So it's a great product.
Well, 4 dozen of you have already dialed in for the Beach Bum Blues, and I love these growing guides. Again, they make it very simple because you've got the professionals who have written them, and they're guiding you step by step as you're looking to plant these in and around your home. Don't miss out on these. If you are living in a townhome and have just a deck, a patio, or a front porch, don't miss this opportunity to add beautiful color just like these. These are called Beach Bum Blues, and I love the name. These are blue dwarf morning glories, and they are absolutely stunning. Large, beautiful, bluish, purplish, periwinkle type colored blooms. And then you've got that deep green as a contrast and something that just is really so special. This is the difference between an average garden and an extraordinary one, right, Alan?
Right. These are, I look at these as exotic flowers. I think they're rather new on the market. I haven't really seen them before. So this is an exciting color for me. Also, I'd like to add, they kind of trail. So you can use them in containers. When you plant a mixed container, you want something that kind of pops up and is a thriller. And then you want something cascading over the side like a spiller. So this is a great spiller. It's not really a vine, but the little branches stretch enough so that it will cover the side of the pot. And it really adds a nice effect. So it looks like the whole pot is like a uniform, cohesive arrangement. And they look great with primary colors. So they look good with yellows, they look good with reds, and they're good in containers. They're good in the ground. If you have area by your pool, you could plant them by the pool and have a nice blue effect there, or use decorative containers by your pool. So they're a versatile little plant. They love full sun, so give it full sun for their best pop.
I also love this idea if you've got maybe a relative that has downsized to an assisted living home or an apartment where they don't have a lot of room, maybe they've got a porch, a deck, a patio, and they're looking to add some beautiful colors in pots. This is a great way to do that. It's a very, very civilized gardening. This is something that's really easy to work with and not something that is going to require a tremendous amount of care. This is something that will allow you to really create that beautiful look, whether you got a small space or a large space, depending on what you're dealing with. You may want to pick up a couple of sets of these because remember, like all of our live plant programs, when we sell out of any one item, it's unlikely we'll get it back in that particular season because we have been planning and working toward this for a whole year. So once things have sold out, you may have to wait another year for them to come back if they come back at all. So this is why you want to go ahead and pick yours up. Don't miss out on the Beach Bum, no, let me try that again in English. The Beach Bum Blue Dwarf Morning Glory Live Plants. Really beautiful. And if you're looking to get the most out of that color, then you're going to want to add this fertilizer to what we're talking about. This